Personal Reflection on the Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupery. The story engraves the most common feelings and phases each of us goes through in life: friendship, trust, loneliness, hope, anxiety, loss of existence, overburden of responsibilities. The feelings like what one wants to have and be versus what one meets or encounters. The world looked upon by little children versus the world created by the grown-ups. But above all, the colorful, curious, charming, and creative world of children versus mechanic or robotic life structure of grown-ups is the most prevailing theme of this story. The enchanting power of personification that the author has used to breed the non-human objects with human characteristics of vanity, insecurity, pridefulness, sensitivity, naivety, and entitlement makes the story more compelling to readers of every age. The fox the little prince meets and befriends is no less than a true and loyal friend, juxtaposing the general perceptions related to it. The rose is made the symbol of desire, company, love, and trust, which personifies how humans get intimately attached to people, having spent enough time and energy full of colorful and rainbow memories. The overwhelming feeling of attachment to something or someone expressed through the first-person possessive pronoun my is presented as the most dominant force one can feel throughout the story. As the little prince asks the flowers beautifully blooming in a lane, "Who are you?" "We are roses," the answer of all flowers echoed. The little prince felt lost in pain with words, "My rose is just a common rose. But she told me she was the only of her kind in the whole universe." His head bowed down, eyes moistening in tears, heart aching with pain and sorrow. "But she is not a common rose. She is your rose," said the fox, approaching to the boy, in soft tone with mild force. "On your rose. It is the time you have devoted to her that makes your rose so important," says the fox, looking into his eyes. "She is my rose," the boy claims with a beautiful smile on his face, recalling all the time he spent with his rose, and the love he felt was overwhelming in his heart. Moreover, the words used in the story are more than the life-changing gems of human experience, like, "You become responsible, forever, for what you have tamed." Taming shows the extra efforts we make in loving, caring, and respecting others, showing them they are special in our lives. "Conceited people never hear anything but praise," is the best line to depict the people who are more self-loving and self-humanizing. "Well, I must endure the presence of a few caterpillars if I wish to become acquainted with the butterflies." Points out the change takes time and patience. Without time and patience, the coal never turns into diamond. "Where are the people?" resumed the little prince at last. "It's a little lonely in the desert." "It is lonely when you're among people, too," said the snake. "This shows it's hard to feel accompanied even you are surrounded by crowds. A bitter reality of today's world. People are becoming lonely at an unfathomable speed, that they are searching for other planets to find home. Only the children know what they are looking for. But the eyes are blind. One must look with the heart." Seems the harsh truth to acknowledge that we have stopped looking at the things from the hearts, but our eyes have gone blind. It is much more difficult to judge oneself than to judge others. If you succeed in judging yourself rightly, then you are indeed a man of true wisdom. The life becomes miserable when judging is reserved for others. Truth about oneself is intolerant and unacceptable. All grown-ups were once children, but only few of them remember it. No one is ever satisfied where he is. Shows the lack of trust and gratitude among us. The increasing social anxiety, competitiveness, in negative means, desire to possess more than enough, urge to degrade others by accomplishing unnecessary things is all what has made humans unsatisfied. What matters most are the simple pleasures so abundant that we can all enjoy them. Happiness doesn't lie in the objects we gather around us. To find it, all we need to do is open our eyes, points out when the big things are out of control, focus on the things right under your nose. This is what creates us an opportunity to feel happy with little accomplishments in our life. What makes the desert beautiful, said the little prince, is that somewhere it hides a well, points out the importance of goals and aims in life. Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy ready-made things in the shops. But since there are no shops where you can buy friends, men no longer have any friends. To forget a friend is sad. Not everyone has had a friend, are the most heartening lines in this story. Undeniable fact, unavoidable phenomenon, unchangeable reality. Words are the source of misunderstandings. Is the soul of the human experience ever depicted through any story like this? The lesson learned from this book is, life is all about giving value to things that you have spent time with. It never stops if one leaves you abandoned, nor does it end when you have none trustworthy. It's beautiful like a rose and unexpected like a fox in this story.